Yung iba naman, lugi na yata ako, hindi ako nagkasakit, sayang. Yan ay nandyan lang, pero pinapanalangin natin huwag natin kailanganin. Subalit kung dumating ang pangangailangan, tayo'y handa. Ganon din po ang paghahanda para sa mga hirap ng buhay na maaaring dumating. What are the preparations for possible difficult days? Unang-una, at gusto ko mag-share ng 10. At dahil ko pong imungkahin sa inyo, tandaan nyo ito at tandaan nyo kung alin ang meron na kayo na preparasyon at kung alin ang wala pa. At sa gayon, we will all leave this place enriched, empowered, and prepared by the Lord. Para hindi tayo madaling mabuwag, hindi tayo madaling matinag, hindi tayo madaling panghinaan ng loob. Unang-una, how to prepare for difficult days, be as healthy as you can. Kailangan tayong malusog hanggang makakaya natin. Mayroong bahagi ang kalusugan natin na hindi natin control, pero merong makokontrol tayo. Nakokontrol natin ang ating diet, nakokontrol natin ang ating food intake, ang ating rest, nakokontrol natin ang ating exercise, ang ating lifestyle. Be as healthy as you can. Because when difficulties come, health always comes handy. Marami pong mga leaders sa crisis ng kanilang leadership na taon na sila may mga sakit. Kaya hindi nila nalampasan yung crisis kasi mahina ang katawan. Sabi nga ng Matthew 26 verse 41, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. Iba naman yung konteksto ng original paggamit ito, but the universal idea behind the verse is still the same. That there are moments when the spirit is willing, but the body cannot follow. The body is weak. So, be as healthy as you can. Have a healthful lifestyle. Napaka-importante. Na pag dumarating yung hirap ng loob, mga problema, mga sakit ng buhay, tayo ay malusog at nakakaya ng ating katawan na dalhin ang mga kabigatan na ito. Pangalawa, save as much as you can. And we mean here, money. Save as much money as you can. Proverbs 6:6-8. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It is no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its fruit at harvest. Tingnan daw yung langgam. Pagkatag-ani, pag may panahon, kolekta ng mga pagkain, ipon ng ipon. Para pag dumating ang tag-ulan, ang taglamig, ang walang makain, meron siyang nakastor na pagkain sa kanyang tahanan. Sabi, save as much as you can. Kaya pagka ipinaliliwanag yung ideal woman ng Proverbs 31, sinasabi sa verse 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. Ano ang pwede niyang pagtawanan? Yung mga araw ng hirap, mga araw ng pangangailangan, mga araw ng kasalatan, araw ng gastos. Kasi meron siyang itinabi. Siya'y nag-impok, siya'y nagtrabaho, siya'y masipag, siya'y organized. At the same time, siya'y nagbibigay sa nangangailangan, pero siya'y nagtitipid, nag-iipon. She can laugh at the days to come. Do your best, brothers and sisters, to set aside material and financial resources for emergency needs. At pag sinabi ninyong emergency talaga yun ang mga life-threatening, extreme, and urgent cases. So you and your family must define what is urgent. Birthday parties are not urgent. So yung pag-enrollment sa school, urgent, you have to define kung urgent sa inyo yun or not. But when calamity strikes, kailangan meron kayong liquid assets. Yung iba, bili ng alahas, sasabihin nila, ito naman ay pwedeng i-liquidate, pwedeng isangla, pwedeng ipagbili pagka nangangailangan. Magandang investment. Hindi magandang investment ang alahas. Kasi oras na kayo nangangailangan na at gipit na, kahit kanina nyo dalhin, pagka marat-marat ng tawad, kasi alam namang nangangailangan kayo, at kitang-kita sa inyong itsura. At second, siguro hindi na uso yung itsura ng alahas na yun, kasi nagpapalit-palit din naman ng mga fashion yan. Kaya yung mga tao na sasabing investment ng alahas, do not delude yourselves. When you have to sell them, kadalasan lugi. Have liquid assets, meaning cash, easily available cash, not necessarily in your person, not necessarily in your home, dahil baka naman kayo hold up dyan. Pero kung meron kailangan mo hospital, meron naman kayong pang-down. Kung meron kailangan pangangailangan meron ba lamang kayo na pambayad agad? Hindi yung nalulungkot na kayo, nasasaktan na yung loob nyo dahil merong nahihirapan, merong may sakit, merong kailangan ng ambulansya. Wala kayong pambayad. Natudoble ang lungkot. Iba naman yung lungkot dahil kayo nag-aalala at nagmamahal. Iba naman yung lungkot dahil natatakot ka sa gastos o wala ka magasta. So as much as possible, have your insurance in many aspects of your life. Education, healthcare, accident, death, funeral, burial, pangong ospital. Kung kailangan magpa-ospital, mahalaga yun, mag-ipit kayo. It is important because you don't know when disaster and calamity may knock at your door. It is important. Pangatlo, be as knowledgeable as you can. Dapat marami tayong alam. Proverbs 24 verse 5. A wise man has great power, and a man of knowledge increases strength. Kaya nga sinasabi, knowledge is power. Ang karunungan ay kapangyarihan. Dapat marami tayong alam. Ano pong dapat natin alamin? Facts, procedures, people, telephone numbers, addresses, na sagot sa mga pangangailangan. Halimbawa, merong mga biglang pinipilit pasukan ng inyong bahay, may telepono naman kayo. Ano bang number ng polis? Alam nyo ba? O doon pa kayo titingin sa mga direktoryo? Eh di napasok na kayo bago nyo makita. Kaya kailangan sa tabi ng telepono nyo, nandun ang number ng police, nandun ang number ng fire station, ng poison control. Alam nga namang may nakaing lason tong bata eh. Doon pa kayo magtatatanong, maghahanap kung saan nga ba tumatawag. At kahit meron na kayong mga telephone number niyan, mga kapatid, i-test nyo pa rin, tumawag kayo kahit hindi tunay yung emergency. Pero pag may sumagot, sabihin mo, ano lang po ito, drill. Tinitingnan ko lang kung may sasagot nga. Kasi baka matagal lang patay yung number na yun. So, alamin ninyo lagi, updated ba yung number nyo? This number has been changed. Ang tagal-tagal bago masabi sa inyo ng makina yung bagong number, dapat, update nyo yan. And we should know, of course, mga telephone number, mga ambulansya, ano bang mga ospital na nagpo-provide ng iba't ibang mga needs, mayroong nagkaroon ng epilepsy dyan, mayroong biglang kailangan ng psychiatric care. What? We've got to be ready. It's important. Because many times, time is of the essence. Mahalaga. Sabi nga sa Ecclesiastes, for everything there is season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Kaya maghanda tayo bago dumadating yung calamity and listen to people's experiences and stories. Anong ginagawa nila nung nagkaroon sila ng ganitong mga disaster, ganitong mga emergency needs? And of course, you've got to update your knowledge and your information. You've got to know. And it's important to know a lot of people. Kasi pag nangangailangan ka, telephone, tatawag ka, nakakasolve agad ng problema. Importante. Lalo dito sa ating bayan, lahat personalan halos. Pagka hindi ka personal nakakilala, halos di ka pansinin. Kaya mahalaga tayo nakikihalubilo. Ano pa po ang paghahanda natin for difficult days, mga kapatid? Be as happy as you can. Be as happy as you can, whenever, wherever, however possible. Kailangan marunong tayo magsaya. At pag may kasayahan, makisaya tayo. Pagka mayroong mga pagdiriwang, may mga awitan, may mga indakan, tayo makisali so long as they are done in good taste. May mga kainan, habang may appetite tayo, makikain tayo, makisaya, maki-enjoy sa buhay. You know why? Yung kasayahan na naiipon natin sa mga times ng kalungkutan, doon tayo nag-withdraw ng strength. Huwag kayong mahiya, huwag kayong matakot sumaya. Akala ng iba, pag banal ka, lagi ka dapat Biyernes Santo. No, may Biyernes Santo, meron din Pasko. Iba-iba ang panahon. Ecclesiastes 7:14. When times are good, anong gagawin, church? Be happy. But when times are bad, consider, God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, a man cannot discover anything about his future. Hindi mo alam ang future, hindi mo pwedeng ipagyabang yung malayo pa. So ngayon, kung may opportunity to be happy, be happy. Kailangan marunong ka magsaya. Kasi kung masaya na nga, malungkot ka pa rin. Paano pag malungkot na? Ano ka pa? Saan tayo kukuha ng lakas? Therefore, appreciate, enjoy, savor, celebrate the moment. In enjoying life, brothers and sisters, do not rush too much and do not rush always. People may not always be healthy or wealthy or wise enough to enjoy. Seasons change and life's fortunes can turn. Hindi natin hawak ang buhay. Hindi natin alam. Kaya kung mayroong magandang sunset, drop what you're doing. If you're driving, stop a while, appreciate it. Sandali lang naman yan, a few moments. Merong magandang sunrise. Kung minsan ang ganda-ganda ng breeze, enjoy it. Kung minsan kasama mo ang iyong pamilya, umiinom-inom kayo ng kape, sit down and talk a while. And enjoy life. Little things, little moments. Marami pong mga tao, hindi sila nag-enjoy kasi they have this tomorrow syndrome. Yung bukas na, magsikap tayo ngayon, magtrabaho tayo ngayon, puro trabaho, bukas na tayo mag-enjoy. Kinabukasan ng bukas, sa isang bukas na uli, hanggang mamaya, bigla na lang namatay, nagkasakit, na-paralyze, hindi na nag-enjoy. Many parents fall into this trap. Mga tatay na hindi nakita sa bahay, wala na siya, hindi na siya nakita sa mga birthday, mga graduation, mga PTA meetings, mga baseball league ng mga bata, mga play, mga drama sa school, hindi siya nakikita because always busy making money. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's something wrong if you are not enjoying your family anymore. Tapos sasabihin mo, kasi nag-iimpok tayo, nag-iipon tayo, I'm bringing the family up the economic ladder. But how can you boast about tomorrow? Are you sure that you'll still be around tomorrow? Enjoy the day. Sapagkat yung araw na yan, pag lumampas na, lampas na, tapos na. Kahit na-enjoy mo yung next week, hindi mo rin na-enjoy yung last week. It is important to appreciate and enjoy and celebrate the moment. Sometimes it's a very simple thing. May kinakain ka na ang sarap-sarap, enjoy it. Na ikaw ay nakikipagkwentuhan o kaya merong maliit na bagay na you enjoy it with your loved ones. Proverbs 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Huwag niyo ipangahas yung bukas, hindi niyo alam kung darating. O kaya siguradong darating, hindi lang natin alam kung nandun tayo pagdating ng bukas na yan. How else can we enjoy the moment and enjoy life and be happy? Minimize, if not eliminate, negativism, fault-finding, perfectionism, irritability, oversensitiveness, holding grudges, etc. Hindi kayo mag-enjoy sa buhay kung laging negative ang takbo ng utak niyo. O kaya lagi kayong nangungontra ng kapwa. Punta tayo bukas, huwag na, next week. Gusto ko red, di maganda-blue. Yung lagi na lang kayo nangungontra, hindi kayo sasaya at hindi rin sasaya yung mga tao sa paligid nyo. At yung fault finder, hindi yan masaya at naiinis ang kasama. Lagi na lang hinahanap sa tao, mali. At alam niyo yung mga perfectionist, kung may perfectionist dito, repent. Walang makarating yung perfectionism nyo, kundi misery. Tama na yung kayo excellent. Excellent should be good enough. Or very good should be good enough. And there are moments when good or fair or passing must be acceptable enough. Because when you're a perfectionist, you make your life miserable. And you make people around you hate you. Hindi kayo mag-enjoy sa buhay. It's good to strive for super excellence. But you've got to remember that this is an imperfect world. And not one person is perfect. A person may be very good, very excellent, but even the Arabs say this, even good horses must be allowed at least one fall. Walang perfect. At kung tayo laging irritable, laging galit sa mundo, sobrang sensitive, laging nagtatampo, o kaya nagkikimkim ng sama ng loob, hindi kayo sasaya sapagkat nag-iipon kayo ng lason sa inyong puso. It's important. Romans 12:2. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Sa Luke 10:41-42, makikita natin dyan yung kasaysayan ni Martha at ni Mary, na sila ay, anong ginawa nila? Ang Panginoon ay nagtuturo. Itong si Mary ay umupo sa higat sa tapat ng paanan ng Panginoon at nakinig ng nakinig. Si Martha naman ay abalang-abalang maghanda ng merienda, maraming tao sa bahay nila. At sabi ni Martha, Lord, don't you care? My sister is not even helping me in the kitchen. Tell her to go up and help me. At sabi ni Lord sa Luke 10:41-42, Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. So ano sinasabi ni Lord dyan? Sit down and enjoy. Don't be the perfect host. Tama na yung good host. Kung meron kang crackers, yun na lang ipakain. Huwag ka nang gumawa ng mga kung ano ng mga barkilyos at mga magbalot pa ng kung ano ng lumpia. May bangos, ihaw mo na lang ng matapos, huwag mo nang gawing relleno. Simplify. So that you will have time to enjoy the good things. Sabi niya, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things. Only one thing is needed. So, let us simplify. Kung minsan sobrang perfect ang ating housekeeping, wala nang tao sa bahay na masaya. Nakahiga na yung asawa, nagbuno lamang yung sapin, pababangunin pa para ayusin. Kaya kung minsan ayaw nang uwiin yung asawa, ganyan. No? So, yung masyadong perfect. Well, a house must be clean enough to be healthy, but dirty enough to be happy. Like children, they must be clean enough to be healthy, but they should be dirty enough to be happy. Pag sobrang linis ng bata, siguro hindi enjoy. Ang gusto ng magulang para yung bata na manika, display, pakita sa lahat. Ang linis-linis ng anak ko, pati yung anak niya hindi nag-enjoy, hindi nakakalaro, no? Hindi nakakalunok ng mga bubong, hindi nakakagulong-gulong sa putikan, etc., etc. Of course, huwag niya naman gawin exaggerated. Baka naman magkaroon ng eltor ng anak niya. But the point is, huwag tayong ganun. Masyadong maraming detalye na nagpapamiserable sa buhay. Sabi ni Lord, many things are not needed. So define it. How else can we be happy and maximize happiness, brothers and sisters? Express yourself. You've got to express yourself. Let off steam. Do not keep sin, pain, sorrow, disappointment, frustration, anger, all to yourself. Kung may kasalanan, confess. Confess to God. Confess to the people you have wronged. Kung meron tayong mga dinadalang mabibigat, mga kung ano-ano mga lihim, confide in very reliable friends or other relatives. Kailangan meron tayong confidant. Kailangan tayong may nasasabihan. Nakita nyo? Sino ba sa inyo nagluluto na gumagamit ng pressure cooker? O di ba meron niyang sisingaw-singaw? Kanya guys, may singaw-singaw yung usok. Hindi pwedeng hindi nyo pasingawin yan. Sasabog ang pressure cooker nyo, pati kayo ay sasabog. At maraming tao, para silang pressure cooker. Nag-aantay lang ng oras na sasabog. Kasi, hindi nakakahinga. Kung may problema kayo, magandang naihihinga nyo. Huwag naman kayong si indaing ng daing kahit kailan na lang, kahit saan na lang. Yun na may napakahirap din kasama. Pero yung meron kayo na pagsasabihan, na dapat we are able to unmask ourselves, to show our true selves at least to one or two people on earth, na kung ano yung ating mga worries, insecurities, mga fears, nasasabi natin. Do not pretend like you're a superman or a superwoman. Because if that happens, you will be on denial all the time. I-deny natin na may problema, para, kumusta ka? Okay lang, kayang-kaya ko. Pero bigla-bigla na lang natutumbang, naninigas, o kaya bigla-bigla na lang Crispin, Basilio. Kasi, hindi naman kaya eh. Huwag kayong magkaya-kayanan. Kailangan hindi tayo natatakot mag-admit ng ating mga weaknesses. Napupunta tayo sa tao, ipag-pray niya naman ako, nangihingi ng aking loob, o nangihingi ng aking katawan, o hindi ko makaya yata itong mga dala kong problema. Napakahalaga nun. Lalo yung kasalanan na kinikimkim, malaking sumira yan ng ating kalooban. Psalm 32, 3-5. When I kept silent, my bones wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My strength was sapped as in the heat of summer. Then I acknowledged my sin to you and did not cover up my iniquity. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sin. Napakahalaga po yung nagtatapat ng kasalanan, humihingi ng tawad sa Diyos o sa kapwa. Sapagkat yung kasalanan natin na hindi natin naihingi ng tawad, dala-dala natin, napakabigat. Alam niyo man o hindi, dala niyo yun. Parang sinisipsip daw ang lakas niya kung paano sinisipsip ang pag-init ng lakas ng isang tao. At alam niyo sa Middle East, yung summer, kung naranasan niyo mag-blow dry na mainit, high yung heat, ganun ang hangin sa Middle East pag summer. Kaya sabi niya, my strength is sapped as in the heat of summer. Yan ang sinasabi nito sumulat ng Psalm. At alam niyo po yung kinikimkim ang sariling problema, sama ng loob, mga worries, mga insecurities, fears, it can lead to depression. And you know what? Depression can open to demonic presence. Kasi pag sobra ka laging nade-depress, lagi kang nag-iisa, lagi kang nalulungkot, nalilito, nalulumbay, pinagsasamantalahan kung minsan ng masasamang espiritu yan. Dumarating sila ng de-deceive, kung minsan nagbibigay ng mga panandaliang aliw sa'yo, bibigyan ka ng mga ilusyon, mga imahinasyon, o mga magagawang masasama o kasalanan, nagkakaroon ka ng temporary relief, pero ang laki-laki ng bayad. Mamaya, they already begin to control your well-being and your whole person. That's why depression must be watched for. Dapat babantayan yan kasi pwedeng entry point of demonic presence in people's lives. When you are depressed, confess to the Lord, confess to people, seek their counsel, seek their prayer, open up. Huwag din yung sarilinin. Gusto ni Satan, nag-iisa tayo kasi kayang-kaya niya tayong i-deceive. Kaya ang sabi naman ni Lord, yung kabaligtaran, do not neglect the fellowship. Do not neglect being together. Dahil nagkakaroon tayo ng strength in our unity. Happy days are like savings accounts. You can withdraw from them in times of sadness. And brothers and sisters, in times of sadness, remember and be thankful for times of happiness. At nakaka-strengthen yan. Panglima na atin pong dapat gawin to prepare ourselves for difficulty, cultivate and strengthen human relationships. In happy times, people need people. Lalong-lalo naman in difficult times, people need people. So, what can you do to prepare for both happiness and sadness? Extend yourself to those in need. Habang tayo yung giver, give. Because there are times when we have to be the recipient. Give. Ephesians 4:28. Share with those in need. Ang linaw-linaw. Share with those who are in need. What else? Nourish friendships. Nourish human connections. Mahalaga yung marami tayong friends. Kung hindi man napakarami, meron ka mang 2 or 3 close friends. It's important. Proverbs 27:10. Do not forsake your friend and the friend of your father. And do not go to your brother's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Hindi po sinasabi huwag kang pupunta sa kapatid mo pag may pangangailangan ka. Ang sinasabi huwag kang pupunta sa kapatid mo kung malayo yung bahay niya. Pumunta ka na lang sa kapitbahay mo kasi nandyan na yung disaster. Mas makakatulong siya dahil malapit. Kaya ang mahalaga, we should be neighborly. Kailangan tumutulong din tayo sa ating mga neighbors because there are moments neighbors naman natin ang tutulong sa atin. Meron po tayong kakilala nung biglang nagkaroon ng mga baha-baha dito na hindi naman inaasahan. Ang bahay nilang dating hindi binabaha, biglang lumubog hanggang 2nd floor. Itinulak lang nila yung aircon at doon sila lumabas ang butas ng aircon dahil tumataas na ang tubig at wala na sila pwedeng daanan, hindi na sila pwedeng sumisid palabas ng bahay. Sino po ang dumampot ng mga anak nila sa labas ng butas ng aircon? Mga kapitbahay. Tinalian ng mga bata ng lubid at isa-isang kinuha doon sa baha at dinala sa mataas na lugar. Neighbors. Be neighborly. Be good to your neighbor. Plant, you don't know when you might be the one to even need the harvest of that same plant. So you nourish this kind of friends and human connections. Importante. Na pag bigla kayong kailangang mapa-hospital ang inyong anak, kayo lang yung naghahanap buhay, hindi kayo pwedeng umabsent sa trabaho, meron ba lang kayong mga kaibigan na pwedeng magbantay sa hospital? O kaya nagbabantay kayo, pwede mo kayo palitan sandali, makauwi kayo, may magawa kayo. Mahalaga yung meron tayong human relations. Kaya sabi nga ni Lord, it is not good that man should be alone. Kaya huwag tayong masyadong maging makasarili and close to ourselves. Dahil pag may dumating na disaster, susunuhin natin. Friends, multiply our joy and divide our sorrow. It is important. But to keep friends, matrabaho rin yan. Nai-inconvenience ka, napapagod ka. Pero ganun talaga ang buhay. We give, we take. Proverbs 18:24, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Make sure that you are a friend, this kind of friend, to at least a few people. Another way to cultivate human relationships in preparing for eventual or possible times of difficulty, do not avoid being needed by others. Kung yung ayaw mong pa-istorbo, masyado kang aloof, takot na takot ka na makipagkaibigan, makipagpalarayang loob dahil ayaw mong maabala. Proverbs 11:25, a generous man will prosper. He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed. Ang mga nagbibigay ng kapahingahan, tulong sa iba, sila man ay tatanggap ng ganitong kapahingahan. Ang mapagbigay daw na tao, siya itong pagpapalain, pararamihin ang kanyang mga pinag. So do not avoid being needed, and do not deny needing others. Do not deny that. Only the truly proud and those who are having illusions about their own strength will deny that they need other people. Usually, defense mechanism lang yun. Katakot na maiwan, masaktan, mabigo. Kunwari na lang, they don't need people. But people need people. People who need people, sabi nga lang, baka mapatang-kapaka, kaya na lang tuloy. So be nice to people. There was a film about a woman who had a meteoric rise from nothing to something back to nothing. Ano po ang sabi niya? Be nice to people on your way up. You will meet them on your way up. Napakahalaga to cultivate goodwill and to nurture caring relationships. Christianity, aside from doctrine, is about relationships. The church, the family, the fellowship, very important. And then another thing that we can do to prepare ourselves for difficult days which can come, cultivate, nourish, strengthen, and prioritize your personal relationship with God. Sa Psalm 27:4, one thing I ask of the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. A very personal worship. Yung ikaw mismo nag-e-enjoy sa Panginoon, nakikipag-liig ka sa Kanya, nakikipag-usap, lumalapit, nagpapasalamat, dumadaing, sumasamba, personal. Hindi yung ganitong corporate. This is good. Pero dapat meron din personal. Magkaroon tayo ng develop na personal relationship with God. Because it is only God that we can truly depend on. It is only God that can truly protect, help, rescue, and restore us from harm. Napaka-blessed ng mga tao na kung dapuan sila ng malalaking problema, ay napakalakas ng kanilang pananampalataya, malapit sila sa Diyos. Sapagkat kahit anong dumating, hindi sila naigugupo ng mga ganitong bagay. Our faith is our shield. Our relationship with God is our security. An intimate relationship with God saves from harm, preventive. Kasi sumusunod tayo sa kanyang mga utos. And a very intimate relationship with God sees us through difficulties, curative din. Na kung sa kabila man ng pagiging malapit natin sa Diyos, may mga dumating, lalo't mga bunga ng mga pamumuhay natin, nung araw pa, na ngayon lang bumalik. Remember, we are saved from the penalty of sin in hell, but not on earth. Yung mga itinanim natin dito, aanihin natin dito yan. Huwag niyong expect na ako malang lumapit kayo sa Panginoon, yung mga utang niyo nabura. Yung utang sa Diyos, yes, pero yung utang niyo sa tindahan, yung utang niyo sa bangko, hindi yan nabubura kahit ilang beses kayo magdasal. Yan ay iba ang babayaran, maniningil yan. Kaya napaka-importante na tayo po mayroong close relationship with God. So even when difficulties come, and when the Lord allows them to come, meron naman tayong cure, the Lord. At kung natapos na yun, nandiyan pa rin si Lord to restore us after the difficulties. So be spiritually attached to God. Not only intellectually, spiritually, emotionally be attached to God. And there's also one thing I like to emphasize here. Be physically, be actively attached to the Lord. How do you do that? Because the Lord has a physical body right now. And that is the church. The church is the Lord's body. Colossians 1:18, and He is the head of the body, the church, the fellowship. the people, the group of believers. You want to connect to Jesus? Connect to His body, the church. Be involved, be active, be productive in church life. Do not just be an audience. Be connected, be related to the body of the Lord. Dapat meron kayong ministry, meron kayong functions, na tayo may malasakit, hindi puro tayo laging kala mo bisita, na tayo din ay tumutulong, tayo involved. Pag may needs yung church, sasagot tayo sa needs, hindi yung magbibingi-bingihan ka, i-assign mo sa iba. Tapos pag may blessing, ikaw unang-unang nakapila at nakaagaw ng blessing. Napakahalaga that we give and we take, that we become a part of the body. You know, even the human body was designed to give and take. We receive oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide. Susubukan mo huwag huminga, nakakamatay. Pag hindi ka huminga, papasok, o kaya subukan mong huwag magbigay, ipunin mo sa sarili mo. Try to hold your breath. Ang daming uri ng pagpapakamatay, pero wala pa akong nabalitaan yung pinigil ang paghinga niya. Hindi mo kayang pigilin yan. So kailangan din yung involvement natin sa church. We receive and we give. We receive blessings, we receive counsel, we receive encouragement, we receive teachings, we receive all kinds of protection from the Lord, we receive guidance, we receive joy, happiness. So we give also. We give our services, we give our loyalty, we give our offerings, we give our tithes, we give our loyalty, we give our services to the church. That is what life is all about. Lahat ng buhay, give and take ang kanyang style. Even rooms that are not ventilated become stale. Kailangan pumasok ang bagong hangin, lumabas yung luma. Laging ganun. So we must be involved in the church. A meaningful spiritual relationship with God is practically expressed and nourished in an active physical involvement in the church. Yung hindi yung, sige, I'll be there in the spirit. Hindi yun. Dapat also in the body. That we are parts of it. The church, brothers and sisters, we are talking about preparing ourselves for difficult days. The church is your best social security. Napakahalaga sapagkat sa buhay, yung mga difficulties, yung pangangailangan, yung pagiging mahina, panapanahon lang. Panahon mo ngayon na malakas, maunlad, maasenso, maluwag sa buhay, tulungan yung mga kapatiran na nangangailangan. Hindi natin malalaman kung kailan mababaligtad na tayo naman itong nangangailangan. Tayo naman itong kailangang buhatin dahil tayo itong hindi makalakad. Tayo naman itong kailangang pagkontribusyonan. Tayo naman itong kailangang tulungan. Kaya napakahalaga. Way back in the late 70s, when I was joining youth exchanges in Europe, one time we were there being interviewed by students in a school in Germany. Sabi nila dun sa amin, nagtanong, dahil alam nila yung social security natin, yung halos wala. Yung pag namatay ka, halos ang lawanit yata yung atakol na makukuha mo sa SSS, o kung merong bapa kung bakya yata yung nakalagay doon, malalaglag ka pa pag binuhat. Pag na-pension-pensionan ka, napakaliit. Sabi ngayon nila, alam nyo naman sa Western culture sila, yung mga developed economies, sumasa na yan sa social security. Sabi, what about that? What is your social security? Sabi ko, our families. Wala na nga akong nasabi, wala kang maipagmalaki sa gobyerno ng social security. Sabi ko, our family is our social security. And it is true. Na talagang tayo magkakamag-anak pagka merong may sakit ng mga mahal natin sa buhay, o talagang labasan ng mga iniipon-ipon, talagang tulong-tulungan. Ang mga kapitbahay natin, pag may namatay, o kaya nga kumisan, 2 linggo na yung lamay, huy, mag-donate na kayo, baka naman hindi pa mabayaran yung punerarya, kaya hindi mailibing-libing yan. Kaya tulong-tulungan. We have this culture of sharing. But you know that the best security, better than the family, the church. The church. You know why the church? Sa mere and sheer number of people in the church, napaka-imposible naman na sabay-sabayan ng mga ilangan, na sabay-sabay na may sakit sa dami ng tao. Kaya laging merong may sakit, merong malusog, may nag-aalaga, may nangangailangan, merong namang nagbublong yung business, merong nalulugi, merong umaasenso. So nagkakatulong-tulungan, panapanahon lang. At kung tayo nagbibigay, tayo tumutulong, kung sa palagay nyo hindi nyo kakailanganin yun, hindi lalong mabuti, lalo tayong dapat magbigay. salamat na lang at hindi na ako mangangailangan pa. So all the more that I can be generous. Pero hindi lang naman pera ang pangangailangan ng tao. Prayer is one of the most important things we need. I have mentioned last time, and let me mention it again, that even in experiments in the United States, in some hospitals there, napatunayan nila yung mga pasyenteng maraming nagdadasal para sa mga pasyenteng yun ang mabilis gumaling, less infection, at nagre-respond sa medication very positively. Meron sila mga pasyenteng pinaghiwa-hiwalay, hindi alam ng mga pasyente. Yung group 1, kinuha nila na magpe-pray. Yung group 2, wala. Yung group 1, naglusugan at naggalingan. Kaya sabi nila, it now has been scientifically proved. All things constant under laboratory control. Iba talaga yung may prayer. Iba yung support ng prayer. Kaya mga kapatid, pag may problema tayo, mag-isip-isip kayo kung ang inyong i-maintain yung image nyo, yung image of invincibility and image of perfection and image of this, o gusto nyo makure talaga kayo, magtapat kayo sa mga kapatiran at ang maipanalangin kayo. Hindi yung nagingingalo ka na, ang laki-laki na ng problema ng pamilya, ang concern mo pa yung image, ayaw mo pang malaman ng iba, kaya hindi ka tuloy maipag-pray. At tayo naman kung pinagtatapatan ng ganyang mga bagay, let us be good custodians of family secrets. Hindi natin kailangan i-broadcast kung san-san. Pero mahalaga tayo nakakapag-unmask and we are able to set ourselves free because of the Lord. And the truth sets free. The truth sets free. So be physically active with the church. The church is our best security. Ano pa? In preparing ourselves for difficult days, raise up children in godliness. Napakaraming problema ang naiiwasan o kaya gumagaan kung ang bata sa umpisa pa lang pinalaki natin may pagkakilala at may banal na takot sa Diyos. Proverbs 22 verse 6, train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. Mga magulang, gawin niyo yung dapat habang bata, itutok niyo sa Diyos, dali niyo sa church, sa Sunday school, pag Bible studyhin, at habang maaari pa, dali niyo pa sa mga Christian schools, palakihin ang may takot sa Diyos, exemplify your faith, put it on display, encourage. Pag lumaki na yan, you can relax. Because, ang sabi sa Bible, when he is old, he will not depart from it. Hindi nyo na kailangan laging bantayan, mag-worry kayo sapagkat nagawa nyo na noong formative years ang dapat gawin. And this is the Bible speaking. Noong isang araw, may kausap po ako isang magulang doon sa family fellowship ng school ng anak ko. O yung tatay ikinukwento sa akin, alam niyo yung aking anak, lumaki sa Christian school mula umpisa hanggang mag-end ng high school. Nung nag-college sa isang exclusive school na hindi Christian school, na-shock daw siya sa culture ng mga ka-eskwela, ganito pala, ganon. Pagkatapos may mga kaibigan siya, dinadala siya lahat sa mga mali, absent, ganyan, cutting class, inom ng alak.
Thank you.